welcome to the mountain homestead. I hope you can hear me over the water right here. Yesterday here in Arkansas the weather was super beautiful and sunny and warm, and so basically the remainder of all the snow and ice from the storm has melted, and that means the water's running high today. And there's a bit of a waterfall right there. We've actually got a couple little spots with some little baby rapids. There's another one right there. There's another one over here by the bridge. So this is the first look at our new homestead in Arkansas. Now we do have a little bit of cleanup to do. There's a lot of branches down all over the place from the ice storm. But that's okay, because in that giant gazebo right there is a massive fire pit. So that's just, you know, kindling for the fire. Now, is there any doubt why we chose this place? It is absolutely stunning, and as you can see behind me, it is on a mountain. We go up a little bit to get to the house, and then the property goes, well, it's hard to see this on camera, I think, but it goes up there. Now, not all of the property is sloped. You can see this whole area through here is very level. So we've actually considered maybe putting the garden over here. It is an option, but I do know that at least for now, this is where Sophie and Amos are going to go. Now you can see right here by the bridge there's some stone benches, and there's a little fire pit, and all over the property there's things like this, like just little areas that have been set up. You've got this one here, you've got the giant gazebo over there, there's another bench here. This is a little flower bed, which, you know, there's a ton of these all over the place as well. Got a big stone for sitting and watching the water there. And when the water's down low, hopefully you can hear me, you can actually walk across that to go over through there. You can see there's actually pathways. This is actually kind of like a gravel road that goes up through the property. It's a very gentle slope. It goes up there, meets the main driveway, and then goes back on up to the cabin. So most of the usable portions of the property are actually very easily accessible, and down the road we hope to be able to get like a side-by-side or something like that for hauling stuff around. But in the meantime, our John Deere garden tractor with trailer will work very well. Right here, if you can see up there on the poles, we have bat houses. These are for mosquito control. There's a whole bunch of them up here. Right there. There's beautiful boulders all over the place. And I know some people just think that's awful, but I think they're stunning. And you know what? God made them. They're beautiful. Alright, so I know the lighting is terrible. It's already super sunny. Ideally, I would have done this video earlier in the morning. But hopefully you can see everything. So this area right here was clearly at some point their garden. As a matter of fact, you can see a trellis sitting right there. Now this portion of the land is slightly sloped, but there's a lot of sun right here. I mean, there's a little bit of shade right there, but the sun is still low and it's behind those trees. But once the sun comes up, I think that there will actually be a good bit of light right here, and I think potentially this could be the garden area. Now, of course, with the slope, I will have to do some sort of terracing, creating basically semi-raised beds throughout the area, but I don't think that will be too hard to do. And, you know, it may have to be a gradual project where I just do a little bit at a time. We'll just have to see how it goes. Again, here's another little sitting area. Got a swing here watching over the water. Got some cages that they had used for, you know, something garden related. And you can see right here that this is sort of like a raised bed area. There's a lot of these arches of stone all over the place for capturing soil and keeping it from washing away. There's many of these, and a lot of them are flower beds. Of course, I will be planting flowers. You know, I can't not have my sunflowers and my cosmos and my zinnias, but I'm going to be very selective about where I do that. And most of the existing beds that are here, which like I said, I'm going to show you some more in a minute, they'll be for growing food. Alright, so in my Instagram picture that I shared over the weekend, you could see this out the kitchen window. This is the smoker, which I'm very excited about. But here's what I wanted to show you also. Right here, it doesn't look like anything beautiful right now, but built into the side of the hill, right outside the house, are all sorts of stone beds. Now, of course, they need cleaning out, and they're going to need some raised bed soil, but there are a bunch of these. And again, pardon the lighting. Every one of these is about, well, at least 4 feet wide and 4 feet deep. And there's one right here, and then coming up the steps next to the house. We have kind of an outdoor kitchen area. This is where the grill and all sorts of things will be going. More stonework. There is a ton of stonework all over the place out here. Out here along the back side is another big long bed. I think this was about, my realtor measured it. I think it was 25 or 30 feet long. And of course, you know, I'm good at doing the vertical gardening, so I can foresee trellises going up and lots of goodies growing in here. I'm pretty sure that the previous owners grew a lot of flowers and plants like that. When we looked at the house, the greenhouse, yes, there's a greenhouse, was completely full of plants, but nothing really edible. So I will be doing some work on these, and you can see a lot of stuff that's been cut down, so I don't know what all is in here. These things that I see, I might just dig them up and move them to locations elsewhere or put them in pots just till I know what they are, so that I can use this area for growing food. Alright, so as you can see, yes, there is a greenhouse. It's a window greenhouse. It isn't as big and beautiful as my lovely Shima shed, but it will serve the purpose. It will allow me to start all my seeds, to have a place where I can get my plants growing. And, you know, I am just appreciative because, you know, I really need this space. I don't want to have to grow plants in my bedroom like I have done in the past. My big orange table and bench that I have in my greenhouse will fit in here just fine. It will be a great surface for me to start things on. And, you know, the owners actually left a few things here, like these and lots of miscellaneous pieces of furniture and stuff. And for the most part, you know, it's whatever. There's a couple pieces that I actually like and we're going to keep, but most of it is just not. But there was one thing that I really, really did not appreciate them leaving. In one of the closets, they had all of these. Well, let me set you down for a second. And hopefully I don't get backlit. So in one of the closets, they had all of these like cheap particle board shelf cubby things. And, you know, I didn't need those. And so I was pulling them all out and, you know, we're just kind of piling stuff outside the house that's going to have to go somewhere. And these cubbies have these little fabric box drawer things. And as I was pulling this shelf unit out, one of the cubbies slid out, and what was behind it about gave me a heart attack. Y'all, that was one of the creepiest things I have ever seen in my life. Why in the world would you have a goat skull hidden in the house? I mean, I get it. We collect weird things like that. We have a collection of odds and ends from nature, but hidden in the house like that, and needless to say, I have prayed over my house. I mean, I prayed over it when we got the keys. You know, walked through the whole house, praying over the house, all that stuff. Yeah, I did it again after that, and I said, Lord, if there's anything else in this house that I need to see and that needs to go, show me what it is so I can get it gone. And so far there has been nothing else out of the ordinary. But yeah, that was a little unnerving. But everything else here is just, you know, it's beautiful. And the house does have a few things that we need to work on. Some areas of it that are fixer-upper-ish. But you know what? That's okay, because I would rather have a house that needs a little bit of work and be in a beautiful place that I absolutely love than have a mansion in a subdivision or, you know, be someplace that I hate. I wouldn't want that. And so I'm okay with a little, y'all know me, I'm okay with projects and I'm okay with a little bit of work. And to me, it is worth it. It is absolutely worth it to have this. And I'm not going to take you up on the mountain today. I've still got a lot of work to do this morning, but I just wanted to bring you through, give you a little first look at the property, and I'll show you more of the inside once it's done being put together. It's always a process, you know, when you're moving in and everything. But that is it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me here in Arkansas. My name is Constance at Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and I will talk to y'all next time.